Real quick before the video gets started, I wanted to say you can still use code SCRUB to get 30% off your G Fuel until February 13th. If you want to get some G Fuel with a good discount, use code SCRUB before February 13th. Okay, back to the video. Hey guys, how you doing? That little clip you saw at the beginning is something I've been sitting on since October, which was the last time I posted anything multiplayer related. Why is that, I wonder? I think there's a few different reasons, which is kind of a bummer because I was excited for Black Ops 4. I was playing COD World War II on the regular and I had hopes for Black Ops 4 that the zombies multiplayer and Blackout would have been enough. I think the main reason for me why I stopped playing, it's a combination of the knifing system, which is a step back in my opinion from COD World War II. To be fair, COD World War II's melee system is a little over the top. It's extremely fun to go knife only in that game, but how everything's set up in that game with the different classes and the different ribbons, there's a lot of different playstyles that you can come up with, including being a speed demon that can knife at the speed of sound. But with Black Ops 4, it seems like Treyarch keeps making the melee system worse and worse as time goes on. It's a big part in why I enjoyed COD World War II is the melee was so fun. But if you enjoyed COD World War II and then you go and play Black Ops 4, I don't know, just from a knifing perspective, there's way less options. A big reason I kept coming back to COD World War II is the updates kept me engaged. I could come back, the updates, although they weren't fantastic, I more so remember the melee weapons that came out during each event, and the fact that the supply drop system in that game in COD World War II is probably the best we've seen recently. The fact that you could purchase variants of new weapons within the time of an update, I thought it was fair. You had to log in during the update. You could get lucky and get the supply drop or buy it. I don't recommend buying supply drops. Or you could play the game a lot, get a bunch of crypto keys, or I forget what it's called in that game, but you know what I mean. Get a bunch of that, and then just buy the weapons you want. You wouldn't get a fancy variant, but you could pretty much get any weapon that you wanted. I'm sure there were cases where you had to get it from the supply drop. There were a handful of weapons. But I was fortunate enough that the weapons I wanted to use, the melee weapons, almost always had a basic variant that you can purchase by completing a collection. I still have around 100,000 credits on that game and haven't spent any money. I have all the melee weapons diamond except for, I think, the bat. The bat was the only weapon I didn't get. That's because I didn't play during the update where the bat was released. In contrast, Black Ops 4 has what? It has the combat knife and the tac knife. I think on the strafe pistol you get some sort of knife attachment. I don't even remember the name. I have a diamond. It looks great, but it's been so long since I've played, I don't even remember the name of the attachment. Those are your options. You either get the combat knife, which is awful. The fact that your hands and arms take up so much of the screen makes it harder to play. It makes it harder to see things around you. Versus the pistol, it's only off to the side. The knife attachment on the strafe pistol, is just a better option overall. Animation isn't really in the way. Like the combat knife, you swipe across the screen or you do this really long, obnoxious stab that isn't necessary. That and specialists got really annoying after a while. Certain specialists, Torque, Ajax, those two guys are obnoxious. That and occasionally you run into annoying Prophet, but I like playing smaller maps and I like playing either TDM or game modes with 6 people. But when you do that, you invite the opportunity to have 2 Torque players on the enemy team or 2 Ajax players on the enemy team. And it's really frustrating that my teammates just so happen to never run rocket launchers. So guess what? I gotta switch off my knife class. I have to take the time, switch off my knife class, pull out my rocket launcher class, shoot down the razor wire, and if he has a barrier, shoot that down. Wait to see if he has another one already ready to set up. Shoot that down, and then I can switch back to my knife. If there's another Torque player, guess what? He's gonna do the same thing, and I have to worry about that. So it ruins games for me. And there's almost always a Torque player on the enemy team, if not 2, like I said. Especially if you're a knife-only player. You gotta get up close, and if I was using a gun, I would just avoid those areas, or I'd have a launcher on one of my classes, and it'd be 1, 2, 3. But the fact that I have to actively switch off is frustrating. And it's almost every game. And yet your teammates that use guns in the regular don't think, no, let me get a rocket launcher class, that'd be perfect, it takes it out in 1 shot. Oh well, nah, they're doing the thing. It's pubs, it's Call of Duty. Like, teammates aren't coordinated, they're not doing anything. Anyway, that's another reason I don't play much anymore. The specialists get obnoxious. And it's not just Torque and Ajax, the other characters can be obnoxious to deal with at times too. I just want to play Call of Duty, right? I don't mind having specialists in the sense of like different characters have different specialties, but the over the top, like 1 shot, 1 kill specialist shit is obnoxious. I prefer the system like in COD World War II. They get bonuses, right? They get almost like built-in perks in a class rather than, oh, This guy gets a grenade launcher. This guy gets a bullshit stun grenade that no one likes dealing with. This guy gets a fucking bunch of razor wire he can just throw all over the place. It gets old real quick. That, and it seems like it's another year and people aren't excited for Call of Duty. I don't think Call of Duty will ever have the level of excitement from when I first started YouTube. Modern Warfare 3, like the end of Black Ops 1, beginning of Modern Warfare 3, all the way through the games that everyone loved. Everyone gets bored sooner and sooner every year, it seems. Say what you will about Battle Royale. People like it, they want to play it, that's what they're doing. Apex is out. It's a great game. It's a free-to-play game. It's very similar to Blackout, and because Respawn used to do the old Call of Duties. They have very similar vibes to them. But why would you spend $60 on a game just to play Blackout when it's not even a great experience overall? Based on what I played, I didn't enjoy Blackout very much. If I'm playing with Mike or with friends, then Blackout can be fun, but you can say that about any game. Versus Apex, I played last night for the first time. It was one of the funnest times I've had in a BR. There's so much different and there's so much better about Apex than Blackout. Respawn took the time to develop a version of Battle Royale that improved on a lot of things that were wrong in the genre, in my opinion. And I think it's great, and it's free. Why would anyone want to play Blackout? Unless you already own Call of Duty and you're already invested in Blackout. But even then, I still think Apex is a funner experience. Plus other games, you don't even have to be into shooters. There's so many other games out that you can play besides Black Ops 4. Well, last year was one of the best times for single players in a long time. God of War, Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man, just to name a few. Or some games that came out already this year. Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Smash Brothers is out. There's so many other things you can play. Sea of Thieves is coming back, people are enjoying that. There's so many other games to play that are way less frustrating than this game can be. And there's no moment in Black Ops where I feel like I really had a good time. Like, this was awesome, I had a great time. Unless I go on like a knife only tear, like I did at the beginning of the video with the 17 kill streak. But even then, that peak excitement you get when you used to play Call of Duty is not there anymore. None of my friends play it. Nobody plays it. Nobody on my friends list plays Black Ops 4. It's just, there's still a huge market for this game. There's still tons and tons of thousands and thousands of people who still play Black Ops 4 on the regular and have a great time. Zombies was fun. I forgot to mention Zombies. But even then, it's not as good, I feel like, as Black Ops 3 Zombies or Black Ops 2 Zombies. Every year, Call of Duty tends to get thrown to the side sooner and sooner. Back in the day, people would be playing through Christmas until February, March before people were bored. Now people are stopping a month after the game comes out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that ramble. This isn't really a goodbye to Black Ops 4 quite yet. I'll probably end up picking it up again before the next Call of Duty. Oh boy, am I even gonna play the next Call of Duty? We'll have to wait and see what Infinity Ward tries to pull out of her. Family friendly, you know what I'm saying? Until then, use code SCRUB when you purchase your G Fuel for 30% off up until February 13th. It supports me as a creator, supports scrubbing as a creator. If you didn't notice or you didn't get the videos in your sub boxes, I've been uploading twice a week for the last few months. The schedule right now is Wednesdays at 2 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Catch you later.